Hello student, my name is Rohit Kumar. I am social science teacher from Maples Academy Devani. Student, today we are discussing about the chapter number 3, the Delhi Sultanate in history. For more for more than 150 years after the raids of the Mahmud of Ghazni, India did not face any major invasion. During this period, the Rajput rulers of North India promoted with trade with the Muslim. Some Muslim traders even settled in India. The Sufis also began to enter India around this time, and Mahmud Gori invasions in the 12th century, the Ghorid dynasty based at the Ghor in Afghanistan conquered the Ghazni, and Mahmud Gori Ghorid rulers invaded the India and occupied the Punjab and Sindh around the 1190. Prithviraj Chauhan III, who ruled over Ajmer and Delhi at this time, also wanted to control Punjab. This led to battles between him and Muhammad Gori at the Tarin near the Muhammad Gori lost the first one in 1191, but in the second one, 1192, he defeated Prithviraj and occupied Delhi and Ajmer. And after the winning some more territories, Muhammad Gori decided to leave India, and he left his territories in the charge of his trusted slave and able General Qutb Uddin Aibak. Muslim ruler often choose to give some important offices to slaves because slaves were considered more loyal and son and other relatives who were seen as rivals. Now the establishment founded in the Now the establishment of the Delhi Sultanate founded in the 1206 by the Qutbuddin Aibak and slave of Muhammad Ghori. Five dynasties ruled the Sultanate: Mamluk, Khalji, Tughlaq, Sayyid, and Lodi. And capital is Delhi. Delhi was the capital, and hence the name Delhi Sultanate. An expansion: the Sultanate expanded across much of the northern India and influencing politics, culture, and architecture. Cultural impact: the Sultanate period saw the significant development in the art, literature, and architecture, blending Islamic and Indian style. Historical context: now the Sultanate emerged during the decline of the Mughal power and the rise of the British influence. Historians have learned about the Delhi Sultanate from the archaeological and literary source material, and the archaeological sources material includes buildings such as forts, tombs, places, worships, and articles such as weapons, tools, coins, clothes, and ornaments. The literary sources include the writing of the travelers, scholars, officials, and the court historian of the period being close to the court. These authors wrote mainly about the life in the urban administrative centers. Their works do not say much about rural life. Ibn Battuta gives us valuable information about the lives during the Sultanate period. The court historian who were patronized by the ruler wrote the Tariq histories of the period. Now, the formation of the Delhi Sultanate: the alliance was primarily formed by the local rulers, influential leaders in the Delhi. It aimed to consolidate power and protect the regional interest against the external threats. The formation and was influenced by the both political and ambition and cultural consideration. Now, this chart shows the rulers of the Delhi, the Rajput dynasty, and the early Turkish rulers. Qutbuddin Aibak, now 1206 to 1210, the Qutbuddin strengthened his positions by being generous to his subject by entering into the marriage alliances. And Qutbuddin built Delhi oldest mosque, the Quwat ul Islam Masjid. A masjid is a place of Islamic worship. Masjid means a place where a people protest, lie face down in worship. And the Qutub Minar and the Alai Darwaja Delhi are the part of the Qutub complex, which has monuments built over more than 100 years, and Qutub Minar was a built of the Qutubuddin Aibak and Iltutmish and Firoz Tughlaq, and Alauddin Khilji built the Alai Darwaza as a gateway to the complex. Now, Iltutmish, the reign of the Iltutmish is 1211 to 1236. The is also named as Shamshaduddin Iltutmish, and Qutubuddin son-in-law Iltutmish ascended the throne in 1211. He recovered most of the territories that had broken away from the Sultanate after the Qutubuddin death in the 1210. He also suppressed rebellions. And after the Iltutmish, there is a Razia 1236 to the 1240. Shortly after the Iltutmish death, his able daughter Razia ascended the throne. The scholar Minaj ul Siraj acknowledged the Razia abilities as a ruler, but he wrote her ability were useless as raising a woman to throne was against the custom. In fact, Razia faced many difficulties because she was a woman, and also because she favored the non-Turkish nobles. The Turkish nobles plotted against her, and she was murdered in 1210. And after the Razia, there is a Ghyasuddin Balban. Ghyasuddin Balban from 1266 to 1287. After the several weak ruler, Ghyasuddin Balban, a powerful noble, became Sultan in 1266, and he continued Iltutmish policies of suppressing revolts and extending the Sultanate hold over its territories. And Balban died in 1287, and his grandson, the last ruler of the slave dynasty, was murdered in 1290. And after it, there is a Khilji dynasty. The Khilji dynasty, the reign of the Khilji dynasty is 1290 to the 1320, and Jalaluddin Firoz established the Khilji dynasty in 1290. The most important ruler of the Khilji dynasty was Alauddin Khilji. Alauddin Khilji, 1296 to 1316, Alauddin established a vast empire. His conquest of the Gujarat gave him access to its ports and overseas trade. And Alauddin also conquered Malwa, part of the Rajasthan. According to the land, he attacked the Chittor, the capital of the Mewar in Rajasthan, to capture the Padmani, the beautiful queen of Mewar, ruler Ratan Singh. And Alauddin sent his commander Malik Kafur to bring the rich kingdom of the Deccan under control, and the Yadavas of the Devagiri, and Kakayatiyas of Warangal, and the Hoysalas of Dwara Samudra, and the Pandyas of the Madurai accepted Alauddin overlordship. For a brief period, Alauddin ruled almost the whole of the India, the Malik Kafur as his vice regent deputy. Now the Tughlaq dynasty, the reign of the Tughlaq dynasty from 1322 to 1412, Ghyasuddin Tughlaq started the Tughlaq dynasty in 1320, and he died in 1325 and was succeeded by his son John Khan, and who took the title Muhammad bin Tughlaq. And Muhammad bin Tughlaq 1325 to 1351. The Muhammad bin Tughlaq laid stress on merits and raised the many people of the humble origins to the high position. This offered the many of the nobles, and they refused to cooperate with him. And after the Tughlaq, there is a Lodi dynasty. The Lodi dynasty were Afghan tribes, and the reign of the Lodi dynasty is 1451 to 1526. And the Lodis were Afghan tribesmen. Many of had entered during the Muhammad bin Tughlaq reign, and in 1451, Bahlul Lodi founded the Lodi dynasty. In 1489, he was succeeded by his able son Sikandar Lodi, and Sikandar Lodi was a just ruler and has a pattern of the art and learning. He founded the city of the Agra. He made his capital, and he died in 1517 and was succeeded by his son Ibrahim Lodi. And in 1526, Babur, a Central Asian chief, invaded India, and he defeated the Ibrahim Lodi on the battlefield of Panipat, and thus the Lodi dynasty and the Delhi Sultanate came to the end, and therefore Babur established the Mughal Empire. Thank you. This is all about the chapter number 3, the Delhi Sultanate.